What is going on, everybody, and welcome to the second episode of the Fresh Take Podcast. We got everybody here. What's good? What's good?
Yo.
If you guys are watching on YouTube, make sure to check us out on Spotify and Apple Podcasts for the full episodes. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, join Discord. All those links in the description. For sure. And make sure to hit the like button and check out our Patreon. Okay, our Patreon, we have some bonus content on there, some more unfiltered stuff, some great stuff, and we really appreciate the support. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy this episode, and thank you. Okay, so I'll just read it out, and then we'll ask for your takes after. Right. So, am I the asshole for not saving my girlfriend's son when he was pinned under a bench press? I'm a 36-year-old man and my girlfriend is 34. I'll call her Jenny. She has a son who is 14 from a previous relationship. I'll call him George. Jenny and I get along well in basically all but one department, George. As bad as this is going to make me sound, I really don't like this kid, but Jenny's rose-tinted glasses for him might as well be painted with a coat of black at this point. She legitimately cannot stop enabling his bad behavior, let alone recognize it for what it is. This friction has only gotten worse as she has moved into me 2 months ago because they can no longer afford to live alone. I have a basement gym that I have poured over $7,000 into. It has multiple types of high-end barbells, a power rack, and various other equipment. In past days, I was a competitive powerlifter, and although I've scaled back a lot on that front, I still train very hard. When Jenny and Jordan moved in, George started to use my home gym uninvited. I first warned him not to, but by lying through his teeth, he has consistently done it behind my back.
Just trying to get gains. But
I guess so. I can tell because he leaves barbells loaded and equipment moved. I then put a lock on the door, which George broke down with a hammer. Ooh. I then reinforced the door and put a new lock on, which George could not penetrate. Jenny, however, insists on having a spare key to the basement, and I recently learned that she has been loading it to George. She tried cleaning up after him, but I could tell. Since he and she are home during the day as he takes lessons online, plays Minecraft with the teacher muted, I can
Zoom University.
I can do nothing about it. Jenny won't return my key either. A couple of days ago, I got home from work and decided to hit the gym. Noticing the door open, I walked down the stairs only to find George in the middle of a bench press set. As I watched him from the stairs, he went one rep too many and got pinned. He was in no danger at any point because the barbell was low on the sternum, and plus it was only like 80 pounds. After 30 seconds of panic mode, he finally got the bright idea to dump the weight, to which I gave him a slow clap. I started to tell him that's what happens when you work out alone, and then he shrieked at me red-faced. Then he insulted my strength, to which I responded that I'm not the one getting pinned under an 80-pound bench. He ran upstairs basically in tears and then told Jenny what I had said. Jenny is also furious at me, and they're both giving me the silent treatment. She says I should have handled the situation better, but I say I kind of did when I installed a heavy-duty door and put a new lock on it. I'm going to be changing the lock tomorrow. Did I go too far with how I dealt with George here?
Yes.
No, my first question. Wait, how old is George?
George is 14 years old.
Like okay, hold on. He's kind of a little rat. Don't get me wrong, but like, he's just trying to get some gains. Like, you're like locking your gym equipment, dude. He's not gonna fucking break your barbells, like, dude. Like, he's just trying to lift some weights. Like, he's just trying to better himself.
I understand that, but I think the question is he an asshole for not like letting him work out, but for not saving him when he was pinned?
Well, yeah, that as well.
I think
regardless. I think regardless of whoever's struggling, even if you're like at a gym, like, and you don't even know the person, if they're struggling, you help them up. Like, it doesn't matter who it is. Like, who knows what
he's not letting his 14-year-old son to train because it's like dangerous. You know, like
what?
That's fair. That's fair.
He literally said he didn't want him to be there alone.
Yeah.
Like, he's saying it's bad to train alone.
It is bad to work out alone. You know what I mean?
If his dad wasn't there, he would have been fucked.
Yeah, but you know he's probably
he was watching.
Like learned a lesson.
He knew he was okay.
He's probably doing.
But he was fine because he
dumped
the weight.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
but like his dad, like obviously he's trained his whole life. Like he knew he wasn't fucked. You know. Like,
that's
so
true. He said it was on his sternum.
Understood. Yeah, he understood.
It wasn't on his neck.
What was going on? He's like, okay, this is a good teaching moment. Like if I didn't even show up, he would have been completely fucked.
That's a good point.
No, it's true. That was like the slow clap. He's like, you learned your fucking lesson.
Exactly.
Dumbass.
Yeah. And bro, like he put a lock on it, changed all that crap.
Yeah, you're breaking it. You broke the lock twice, right?
Yeah.
Like,
maybe if he's like 14 is pretty young to like work out.
Yeah,
like, bench,
that's
but
true.
like now,
like that's like
now, like I don't know, like motherfuckers are working out like a lot younger too.
I don't know, 14 though.
Okay, but even if
bench press 80 pounds.
Because like
I don't know, bro.
they're getting close to like peak puberty.
Yeah, but they could be working out at a gym, but like this is like your personal shit. You spend thousands of dollars. You don't want some kid who doesn't know how to work out to be messing with your equipment.
And this isn't his actual son. It's his girlfriend.
Yeah, and he clearly doesn't like the kid.
Girlfriend.
girlfriend, so
Yeah.
not even
And
married.
the
not-
kid
yet,
doesn't
right?
even
Yeah.
respect him, like
Yeah.
breaking his lock.
Do we
and
know how
shit.
long they were dating?
No.
Maybe that could matter a little
I
No.
bit.
guess. I mean, if you have a lock on your
But
gym, you're
I
kind of
think-
weird. in
Okay,
my
that's fair,
opinion,
that's
but
fair.
That's just
Well,
me.
there's a
like-
reason.
No, he said he used to power lift, so he probably has some expensive.
He said he put
equipment.
$7,000 into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he probably, I don't know, lock the door.
There's not. I don't know. There's not many ways you could break gym equipment, but
All right, that's fair.
I
That's
just
probably
I don't
true.
know.
So-
I just
so-
think it's
But
his
I don't-
equipment that he bought, and he doesn't want the kid using it. The kid should respect.
All right, let's
that.
take a vote. Is he the asshole?
No.
I say no.
I say no, Chris. I say no also.
I don't think he's an asshole.
I'll go with him though.
I'm okay. Here's the thing.
Stick to your gut, Stefan. Stick to your gut.
I'm saying he's no to an asshole in terms of that part, but he's kind of an asshole for not letting him use the gym in general.
Okay, that's fair. All right.
Fair.
If he's like supervised, I think would he? That matters too.
That does.
If he was supervised, would he have let him use the gym? Because I think that's
It doesn't seem like it because he
No.
put a lock on it
Yeah,
right
that-
away. He
I
was like,
wonder that.
no one touched my shit.
Yeah.
Just kind of like whatever, dude.
Tell the kid to go buy a gym membership if he wants to work out.
He's 14.
That's
yeah.
yeah.
Like,
Go.
Okay, am I
Go
the
work at a
asshole
school.
for getting upset and telling my dad his girlfriend didn't buy me a Starbucks drink? I, 17 female, have been living with my dad, 45 male, his girlfriend of 2 years, 33 female, and her daughter, 13 female, for a couple of months now, while my mom, 40 female, is visiting my sick grandfather in Sweden. It's a pretty complicated family situation. I've only ever stayed at my dad's on weekends, so it's been hard getting used to living with his GF, I'll just say girlfriend, his girlfriend, and her kid full time. The kid is super whiny and pretty spoiled because of girlfriend dotes on her, so I usually just stay in my room. Today, the girlfriend was taking her daughter on a special outing because she passed a math test, and my dad suggested I go with them for a girls' day out. I wanted to say no, but I knew that he wanted me to get to know his girlfriend and the girlfriend's daughter better, so I agreed. He gave the girlfriend $300 to spend during the outing. We spent the day going in and out of stores the girlfriend's daughter liked in the mall complex. The girlfriend ended up buying her a shit ton of clothes, makeup, and other stuff I don't remember. On our way back home, the girlfriend stopped at Starbucks because the daughter wanted a drink and some cake pops. She ordered a drink for her and her daughter and 2 cake pops. I asked her if I could get something, and she said she ran out of money and she'd get something for me next time. When they got their order, I asked if I could have one of the cake pops, and the girlfriend said that it was her daughter's treat for hard work and it would be wrong for me to take one since I didn't do anything that deserved being rewarded, in quotes. I'm not going to lie, I was pretty upset. When we got back home, my dad saw their drinks and asked where mine was. I told him that I wasn't allowed to get one because I don't deserve it. His girlfriend got upset and said I was twisting her words, and the daughter just said I was being greedy and was jealous of her. I know I'm not entitled to a drink or a cake pop, but I also don't think it was wrong to be a little annoyed. Am I the asshole?
Okay, definitely not the
fuck
asshole
is this?
whatsover.
No.
This,
Nah,
this
but like
girlfriend
$300.
is such
Yeah,
a
right.
Nah,
bitch,
but if you think
dude.
this girl's 17, bro,
Yeah.
you know she's leaving like most of this shit out probably, like to make herself look a lot better.
I mean, maybe.
I mean, I don't know.
but,
The
I don't
way-
know.
the
From
way-
that,
From the facts we got, bro, that's fucked.
yeah, I guess from the facts.
From,
But I
the,
feel like-
from that,
I feel like
the
there's way- I feel like
girlfriend's
there's a lot more context to this, though.
absolute.
But like, what else? What
But
other
it's such a
context?
small thing.
could-
It's just buying someone a drink. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
a
Like, what else?
Starbucks is
How much are you gonna leave out?
$6
That is true.
drink, you
Nah, I
fucking
think
broke.
honestly,
fuck.
maybe
Go,
the
Derek,
drink
go
thing is one thing, but I guess the cake pop one, like she could have just fucking got
Like
it.
cake
There's
pop,
2 of
yeah,
them.
like that's the daughters. But like,
Yeah, you
not
suck.
even buying you a drink when you have all this money. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, and bro, the dad is the one who gave the girlfriend $300.
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean? To go spend in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not even her money.
And she's only
been.
been living there for like a few months. Like you might as well be a nice fucking host, maybe, and like I don't know.
The
buy-
girlfriend you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Good
Yeah,
point.
like
it is
your
true.
boyfriend's real daughter, like her grandma's like what, sick, right?
Sick in Sweden. Like she's just here.
Wait,
to-
I didn't understand that. What do you mean? Hold up. Her boyfriend?
So the 17-year-old's real
She doesn't
mom
really. She
is
doesn't
with
live with
her
her.
sick grandma in Sweden.
She's just
oh,
visiting.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, okay, yeah. That's
Yeah,
even
like,
more
what the
fucked up.
fuck?
Like nah. You're-
Yeah, that's weird, bro.
Yeah, agree.
But
You got $300. Just fucking use $5.
But they went
Dollars
to
of
the
that to
mall
fucking-
though.
No, bro. Are you
They
gonna
went to
tell
the-
me
they
she
went to the
doesn't have
mall.
$10 extra? Like,
Yeah,
she doesn't
exactly.
have
Just
like.
buy-
You
yeah,
don't got-
you
you
just
don't
buy
got
a
that-
drink.
basically meant
You
she
don't
doesn't
got
have her own
points on
money.
your
Like,
Starbucks app?
so she's pretty much saying she's broke, or she doesn't want to use her own money for a kid that's not hers. But like they're just visiting.
I
And
feel
that's
like
one drink.
with how much she even like spent, like she said, like they got hella clothes,
Yeah.
makeup, all that shit. I feel like that's already more than $300. You know?
She probably used her own money for that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So she probably had like more money to spend.
Nah,
Like you could have just $7 fucking
Yeah, that doesn't
dollars,
make
bro.
sense.
You know?
girlfriend's a loser.
Yeah, that's sort of whack. That is sort of whack.
Agree.
So we all agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Not the
Unanimous?
asshole.
Not the asshole. No.
All right. Okay. Let me frame this up. Am I the asshole for not buying my daughter the book she wanted? Let me zoom in a little bit, if I can. Oop. Okay, my 12-year-old daughter recently got money for her birthday, given by her stepmom. I'm guessing this guy's British. She has been talking a lot about how she called I can't speak. She has been talking a lot about a show called Hamilton recently. So when we were passing a bookstore, I asked if she wanted anything. She said no, and she didn't really have any books in mind. So I asked if the show she was talking about, Hamilton, had a book. She didn't know, so after a bit of research, we went to see if the shop had it. This guy has terrible grammar. Turns out it didn't, but the woman at the front desk said it was being restocked in 3 to 4 weeks. I asked my daughter if she was fine with waiting or wanted a different book, so I saw Percy Jackson on sale and heard it was similar to Harry Potter. She said she could wait, so I asked how expensive the book was, and it was expensive. If we bought it, we would have been using up all her birthday money, but she said it was fine. Instead, I told her just to wait until November when her aunt was coming back from Britain, but she said she didn't want to wait and was fine with using her money as she didn't really want to buy anything else. But to be honest, I wasn't fine with it. Since it's so expensive, it's probably really thick. I don't really want to spend all her birthday money on a book she'll probably only spend 1 week reading. Because she can read 400 page stories in 3 days' time. After we left the bookstore, I told her this, and she said okay, but hasn't been talking much except asking when meals are ready. I honestly feel like I'm not the asshole here, as I just don't want her to waste her birthday money. And besides, her aunt can give her the book in a few months, as she's a little wealthy and enjoys spoiling the kids in the family. So do you people think I'm in the wrong? So this guy...
So basically, he didn't let her buy the book because she didn't want to use her money. He didn't want to waste her money.
Yeah.
And then what? She can get it in a couple
can get
months
it later.
anyway?
She could get it later, but if it's her money, she could get it right now if she wants it.
I don't know.
That's
If it's
true.
if it's like she.
I don't know
I don't know.
if the daughter like really wanted this book, like fuck it,
if
just
she
get
really
it.
wanted it,
But-
yeah. Like,
I mean, it was her birthday money though,
She's
right?
Yeah,
okay.
true.
You were 12 once. You probably wanted some stupid shit like that, and then like after
Yeah.
a while, you kind of were like,
Yeah.
I didn't want it this
But Chris,
bad.
Yeah.
this money was given to her birthday by her stepmom, right? So like that's her money, and she can do
True.
whatever she
No,
wants. with it.
I
Yeah,
agree.
true.
But I just think that like, I don't know.
Also, if the
she can
aunt's
get
gonna-
it, if she can get it in a couple months
no, but if the
anyway.
aunt's gonna spoil her, she could get whatever
Yeah, but do you
else
really-
with the birthday money.
Do you want to wait
she
that long,
used.
bro? Some people don't want to wait that long.
No.
bro.
What I'm saying is like
I
he
see.
could have been like, you could buy the book because the aunt, it was coming in a few months,
Uh-huh.
and she has the money. She could like buy whatever.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You know what I mean?
On
Like,
top of
That's
that,
true.
yeah, on top of that.
That's true.
So she's already gonna
So
spoil her.
maybe-
You might as well just let her fucking buy the book.
yeah, and it's her money, right?
Yeah.
She wants it for Hamilton to like dive into it.
It's more like a parenting technique. You
There's
know?
also
Yeah.
a bottom
Yeah.
thing. There's also a bottom thing that says
let's
they
read it. Go
can't.
ahead, read it.
Yeah, I forgot to say we can't watch the play as I currently can't afford Disney Plus, and even if we could, my daughter would still want the book.
can't
I don't
afford
know if he's
Disney
that guy.
Plus.
Disney Plus like
Dang.
$7.
Yeah.
$7 a month.
Hey man,
Maybe
just
they don't have a
buying
lot of
shit.
money.
The aunt
Yeah.
would probably pay for it. Like,
Good point.
Yeah.
But she really wants to see Hamilton or read about it, right?
so
it's
she's
her
trying to
decision.
educate herself. Like, maybe she starts getting into that. Likes
Yeah.
more plays, stuff like that.
How expensive is that book, Hamilton the Revolution?
Yeah, I actually would like to know how
Let's look it
expensive
up.
is it.
You said it was all of her birthday money.
$22, bro.
No, okay. Dude.
Oh, $50. $50
Oh.
per print.
50
So it's
bucks.
50, I mean, it's
I don't know.
an expensive book, but I don't think she's like gonna read it. She probably would like not read it in a few more years. Like, I don't think it'd just like be tossed away after
Mhm.
read.
I'm gonna say this guy's an asshole, bro.
Yeah, he's an asshole.
Um,
He's an asshole.
I'm not gonna call him an
I don't think he's an
but
asshole.
I think
I
he's
just
in the
think it's-
wrong.
Well, no,
maybe.
you have to pick. Is he the asshole or is
Yeah.
he not? If you were to pick, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't
I
someone's
don't think
in
he's
the
being
wrong.
an asshole.
yeah.
So he's
I
not
think
the asshole.
he just like might be.
I also do think because
he
it's
just
the
has
stepmom.
a different viewpoint. I don't know.
I think because it's the stepmom they gave him, maybe they have some bad blood. He doesn't want her using that kind of money. Who knows? Maybe so there's something like that as well.
I don't
They
know.
could
Like,
be.
I get how the kid would be pissed off at the
Yeah.
guy for not buying him the
Yeah.
book, but like
Bro.
if you were older, I'd be like, okay, I kind of get it. You know, I
Yeah,
could just wait a
yeah,
few months and just
exactly.
buy something else.
But okay, Chris, what are you gonna do within that 3-month period?
I don't know. I'm just
Exactly.
as an older person, I get it, but I see how as a kid I'd be pissed. I get it. you
Yeah, I
know?
get it.
In the
It's
moment,
just
yeah.
different. It's
Yeah.
just
As a
different.
kid, I would be annoyed, but like
Exactly.
now, I'd be like, yeah,
I'd be like,
whatever.
yeah, you're probably
This is a
right.
book.
Would you do that with your kid? Like if you were in that same situation, would you let her buy the book or would you?
if it's their birthday,
I don't
money,
know.
I would explain
I'd
it.
be an
I would
older.
explain
I'd be
it
an
better
older
than that,
person. I'd have
though.
a newer. You know, I'm 22.
I would
now.
explain it like, oh, okay, so like,
Yeah.
so like in 3 months you have your birthday,
Mm-hmm.
okay, you can get the book then, or you can spend your $50 now and then not have $50 for the rest of these 3 months, or you can have $50 for the 3 months and then get the book then.
So you're giving them option. Would you let them pick their option though? Because it sounds like he's not allowing them to pick.
not
I would
even
probably
allowing her to
explain that, and then I think they would just say they would.
But what
want
if
the
they
book.
still want
But
the book?
didn't he
Yeah.
explain it to her?
He did. He did explain it.
Then
He
how's
also held
then
it.
how's he an asshole?
He is
If
an asshole because he's not letting her pick
He's not
though.
letting her
He
even
gave her
pick.
the option and he said, "Oh, I'm picking for you." Essentially, you know.
I
what I'm saying?
guess giving him the option. That's
But
what makes him
also,
an
like,
asshole.
wait, wasn't
and
like
not
the
giving
book she
option.
wanted like not even there?
Yeah,
Right,
No, but
'cause
the thing
isn't
is,
this
she
Percy
would
Jackson?
wait for a few weeks to get the book, meaning like it doesn't
It would
matter.
come in like 3 weeks. 3 weeks.
Yeah.
3 to 4 weeks.
But like, so if you're talking about like the 3-month period or whatever, she like I don't know.
But it's still her decision,
Wait,
bro.
so
It's her
exactly.
money.
You know
so
what
the
I
book
mean?
she's
Like-
buying is Percy Jackson or something like
No,
that?
Hamilton.
But, like,
Hamilton.
No, is it unavailable?
But there's another book. There's like Percy Jackson, Harry Potter.
I don't know.
But she doesn't want to. A Percy Jackson book, but she didn't want it. I guess.
Why'd he even bring up the fucking Percy Jackson? That just made it so much more
No,
confusing.
no. Because he asked his daughter if she wanted a Percy Jackson book on sale because it was cheaper.
Oh, I see.
See, maybe probably.
It's tough.
I feel like this family probably doesn't have that much money, right? So maybe he wants to instill like
I think
Good values or something.
Yeah.
to like save your money and not like blow it real quick.
Yeah, because it did
Because
sound like
like
they didn't have a lot of money.
they can't afford Disney Plus. Man.
Yeah.
The Disney Plus isn't that expensive, relatively
Yeah.
speaking, right?
Yeah, like
I'm still saying he's the
I
asshole.
also am saying he's the asshole.
I don't know.
I don't think he's the asshole.
I don't think he's
I
an
don't
asshole
think-
now.
I
that
don't think he's an
I think
asshole.
about it.
42?
I feel like realistically he's doing like I don't know the right.
Yeah, I think
thing.
he's doing the right thing.
But like obviously as a kid you'd be upset about it.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like, as a kid, I could see why the kid's pissed
I
off.
see.
But the
I-
kids,
both
like, it's
point
a
of views,
12-year-old daughter. Like she's
Yeah.
already like kind of like going through like puberty, like shit, like she's like maturing kind of.
She'll
You
get
know.
over it in like a few days, probably like a week.
She'll probably be over in like a
Yeah.
week. Yeah.
I guess so.
So you guys are saying he's
That's
not the
true.
I
asshole?
don't think he's the
No.
asshole.
Oh, yeah,
Okay, that's
so-
fair. Okay, 1 sec. Okay, let's see here. Am I the asshole for getting home after I get told to
Going
sleep?
home.
Oh, sorry, going home after I told to
Dumbass.
sleep on the floor.
Damn, bro.
I'll preface this by saying that my husband, 33, has a friend, Carl, also 33, who he considers to be one of his closest friends. My husband sometimes calls Carl his nicotine because how much he misses him and wants to spend time with him. They do everything together. They're even coworkers working the same
I've
job.
never heard that before. Call your girl like you're my nicotine.
That's so funny.
What the hell?
Unfortunately, wait, is this Carlo or Carlos?
Some logic
Carlos.
test.
Okay, unfortunately, Carlos's wife passed away from cancer 3 months ago, which caused him to distance himself. My husband felt devastated for him. He recently started spending more time with him and brought him meals and new clothes. We planned a 3-day vacation to another state. I made a hotel reservation for 2. Unbeknownst to me, my husband had invited Carl to come with us. This made me upset because it spoiled the entire vacation, not trying to be dramatic. I only found out when he went to pick him up. I sucked it up after my husband explained that Carl is a recent widower who's been wallowing in grief for so long and needed this vacation. The problem is money is tight, and since Carl hasn't worked ever since his wife passed, he couldn't pay for his own room and we didn't have a budget for it. My husband said we should just share one room, and I again sucked it up since he said we'd be out all day on the beach anyway. First night, I was in bed when my husband and Carl got back. I got woken up by my husband telling me to get off the bed and sleep on the mattress he put for me on the floor, and he and Carl would take the bed. I asked if he was serious, and
The fuck?
he asked me what else he is supposed to do. He said Carl was a guest. We can't let him sleep on the floor, and at the same time, I can't share a bed with Carl while my husband, sleep on the floor. I told him I didn't sign up for this, but he told me to suck it up and try to pull Carl is a widower card. I told Carl to get out, then get up and get dressed to go home. My husband started yelling at me, calling me irrational, but I wasn't having it. I left the hotel and traveled back home. Carl didn't say anything when he saw me leave, except I was making this non-issue an issue. They got back and my husband refused to even talk about it, but I still ruined this for Carl and us and acted abhorrently and disgustingly. I admit Carl is struggling. I might have ruined this for him, but I didn't know he was coming. Am I the asshole?
Not the asshole.
Not the asshole. I
Not
think
the
they might be
asshole.
more than buddies.
Yeah, I read some of
Yeah,
the
it's a
comments and it said
little,
that this guy might be gay for Carl.
Yeah,
bro.
well, I think
That's your wife.
I think there's a bigger problem.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He should have told his wife that Carl was coming earlier maybe that got planned out. And even if it didn't get planned out like it did like this, like he could sleep on the floor.
Yeah, well, I couldn't catch like, oh, bro, it's all good, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sleep on the floor. like,
Like,
I'm gonna try to do this shit.
I would want to.
Yeah.
So Dick, you would have slept on the floor willingly
If I was Carlos?
if you were Carlos.
Yeah, dude.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm trying to
100%.
deal with this shit.
No, right?
Yeah.
I think there might be more than friends.
No, but
Yeah,
I've also
bro.
seen like some conspiracies, like this wife passed away. He's a widower, and they're spending a lot of time together.
Well,
Maybe
Carlos killed his wife.
So,
Or
no,
something
no,
like
it's
that.
like
What,
a
the
cover-up
it's
story.
a cover-up story. bro.
OP killed the wife.
So they can the OP, so they can spend more time together. You know what I mean? I mean, who knows?
Interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
'cause
could
she's
see
definitely
that.
not the asshole.
Definitely
bro.
not.
No.
the
You're definitely not the
asshole.
asshole. Like, what are people saying, bro?
Not the asshole.
Yeah, I think your husband might be in a man, bro.
Specifically, Carl. I'm not gonna tell my wife.
Specifically, Carl.
Yeah, bro. That's
Yeah,
a
that-
very interesting story.
That's pretty funny.
That was wild.
I mean, but like in his defense, it was just the floor though. Like,
Yeah, like,
No, it was
not
a
big deal.
mattress on the
Would- okay,
floor.
would you-
It wasn't even just the
Yeah.
floor.
Would you have been
Yeah, that's
fine
not
with
even
your
bad.
wife and Carlos like sleeping in the same bed?
no.
No. That's weird.
Dude,
That
I
is
wa-
weird. Okay,
I
that's
would have been
weird
like,
as
I would have
fuck.
just been like, Carlos, you're sleeping
Carlos,
on the
sleep
floor.
on the
man.
fucking
Yeah,
floor.
bro.
You're just sleeping on the
Like, it's
floor,
big
or you
dogs.
can fucking find a
Like,
find
they're
another place.
already paying for his.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
bro,
true.
it's
That's
like,
true.
Get on
Dude,
the,
he can sleep on the floor. You know?
like the actual floor, not even a mattress on the
Yeah.
floor. I would like it's what? That's weird.
That is true. Okay.
Like,
do-
you already got a mattress too. Like everything's there, man. It's a
Yeah.
bed,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, true.
You know,
Yeah, damn.
Relax.
True.
just sleep on the floor.
Let's do one more.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Okay. Am I the asshole for announcing the reason why I didn't invite my brother to my wedding and exposing him to the entire family? Interesting. I, male 30, got married 2 weeks ago. I was married before, but it ended up after I found out my older brother Thomas, male 34, got involved with my first wife. It was
Holy
Yeah.
fuck.
it was devastating because we were close and we had a great relationship. I also helped him so much while he was struggling, and seeing how he repaid me hurts me to this very day.
Yeah.
I stopped talking to him, and mom and dad. I stopped talking to him, and mom and dad forced me to keep it a secret. And because I was too weak to argue with them, I just kept my own distance. Then I met my now wife. My family loved and embraced her as their own. Mom and dad treat her like a queen, which helped repair and solidify my relationship with them. However, as the wedding was approaching, they told me they expected to invite Thomas. I, of course, refused, but they kept guilting me about what the relatives and other guests would think, and they said they don't see him. And when they say they don't see Thomas there. I thought with them about it till the day of the wedding. Turned out they invited him behind my back, but I found out and stopped them in time. They came to the wedding and looking pissed, asking what we were going to tell people when they asked about Thomas. I told them I'd take care of it, and what I did was take a moment while everyone was paying attention, grabbed the mic, and flat out announced this and said, the reason I didn't invite Thomas to my wedding is because I was worried he'd steal my now wife, just like he stole the first one. I said it playfully to not make it sound so tense, but most of the guests looked shocked and started mumbling then and went awkwardly for a moment. Then we moved on, but I saw mom and dad walk out while looking at me grudgingly. Later, grudgingly, I cannot speak, bro. My mouth is so dry. Later, they started lashing out about how I just exposed Thomas and caused him to be shunned by the family in the most hideous of ways. I told them that I already said I didn't want them there, and yet they tried to push him out on me repeatedly, saying, what are the people going to say? So I told them the reason why he wasn't there in a playful way, but the guests, still got the message. Mom started yelling about how everyone will now look on and shun Thomas. She called me pathetic and cruel for still punishing him and gradually ruining his life despite him apologizing and trying to reconcile. But in my opinion, some things are just unforgivable. We've been on horrible terms since then. Am I the asshole? My wife said at least now they're off my back about what people will say about not inviting him.
Fuck Thomas.
Not the asshole.
Fuck Thomas.
At the same time, though, right? It seems like this guy's worried. Do you think he's actually worried this guy's like his brother's gonna take his wife?
No, but like fuck
but
Thomas.
I think it was just he was just trying to make fun of this whole thing.
He might be a little bit worried, bro. He might be a little bit worried.
Maybe. Who knows?
I don't think he was genuine. I think he obviously just doesn't like him. He doesn't want to fucking see him. And
Fuck
I wouldn't
Thomas.
vibe with
You
him.
want to see him,
I wouldn't have
kick him out of
no.
his life, essentially?
yeah.
Yeah.
I probably would
Fair
say
enough,
yeah.
dude.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
dude,
Yeah,
your
yeah.
brother
Your brother,
And they-
bro.
with your fucking
like
wife.
you're a fucking.
And it said they were close
tool
too,
for-
bro.
Yeah,
You know what I
you're a
mean?
fucking
Dude,
tool for that,
That's
dude.
crazy.
Imagine.
Yeah, I don't have a brother, but if I
Nah.
Dude, I would.
yeah, see,
I'd hire.
Yeah.
Hitman would be on the watch
Maybe
list,
not
bro.
that. Maybe not that.
See, I mean,
Okay, that's a joke, obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Wait, so hold on.
Nice.
His old wife and his brother came to the wedding?
I don't know about the old
No,
wife.
they didn't. Neither.
This
of
is
them
they
did.
came to the wedding.
Who?
No.
Oh no!
The
Oh, the
parents
parents
and the brother.
Also, fuck the parents. They're obviously on
For
one
real,
side.
dude.
Yeah, that is true.
Fuck the
Because they
parents.
forced
The
Thomas.
parents have
They
to
could
try
also.
to, like,
They
fix
could
it,
also.
no?
They have to
No.
try, but at this
That's
point,
not the good way to go about it, bro. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's
At this
not a
point,
good
they're
way, but
taking
they
his
do have to
side.
try.
They're taking
Yeah,
his
they,
side.
they
are.
were
Taking
they
the
were doing
brother's
it for the
side.
wrong reason though. They were like,
I don't know if they're taking
like,
his side or if they just
oh,
want like
what
the
will-
family to be back
Yeah,
together.
no, they
They're
just
like,
give a shit about what other people like. What
Honestly,
other
I
families
know.
think.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like
That's-
they don't. They just don't want other people to think badly about it.
Yeah, like
Like-
they don't
like
give
they
a shit
have a
about
fucked
the
up
situation.
family.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. I see.
Yeah.
I
They're
see.
like, what will the other people
That's
think?
why they were
Not
so
like, how do
pissed
you
when he
feel?
told everyone at the wedding like what actually happened.
Yeah,
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, no, not no.
But what
not
about the part where he like got up on stage and said that? Like
Be-
that's
beautiful.
kind of far though.
That's
you know what I mean?
beautiful.
I think that's
perfect.
good.
That's
No.
perfect.
No, it would have been
He-
funny if he was there. Because I'd have been more cool.
That would have been fun.
was sitting at the table and, like,
yeah,
Oh,
that
no,
would-
and, like,
I'd be
call
like,
him out,
Thomas,
and
don't
like,
do
can you
this
get
shit
up for a
again.
second?
yeah, see, that would have been
That
way
would have been
better,
wild.
honestly.
That would have been wild. That would have been wild.
But
for
okay,
sure.
say he invited Thomas. Do you think Thomas would have come like willingly?
Yeah,
Probably.
Yeah, you
Thomas
sh-
is like a charge.
yeah. Thomas is a charge.
Yeah.
He's probably gonna get drunk and hit on the bridesmaid or
Yeah,
something.
bro.
Damn.
Yeah,
that
whoever
would be
Thomas is,
some-
fuck Thomas. That's
Fuck
it.
Thomas.
All right.
But like, also, I feel like for these like Am I the Asshole things, like it's always like in their POV, right? You don't really
Yeah,
get like so like
no, I
they're
mean,
always gonna
that's
make
very
it like in a
true.
light where
That
it's
is
like
true. Okay, but
It's
this
hard
one,
to
like,
argue
but
with the
this one's
this
cheating.
one's
pretty
hard to
clear.
argue with,
Yeah,
bro.
that's
You know what I
right.
mean?
brother
and wife cheating.
I guess it's
How do you
true.
how do you how
But
do you
hey, who
argue?
knows? Maybe he cheated. You just didn't add it in.
Oh, maybe.
I'm not saying he did, right?
But
like, you know,
I
you
feel
know
like
what
the
I'm
odds
saying?
of that
You know
are
what I'm
highly
saying?
unlikely.
but still, even if he cheated like with another woman, like
I guess
you
if we
know,
had
the
a
brother thing is like
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's bad enough
Yeah.
if someone cheats
that's
like, on your
family.
wife.
Like,
If,
yeah.
if it's a stranger, if it's a friend, but your brother.
Your brother.
Sure, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
bro. That's the own bloodline.
That's
No,
own
but like I
blood,
feel like
dude.
that
That's
that
own
would make
blood.
more sense because like usually your brother's kind of similar. They're like they look the same, but like they're a little bit different.
Wait, so Derek, if DeAndre was like with your wife, but you'd be like, oh, it
no,
makes
I
sense.
wouldn't. But like I would. I mean, I'd be like obviously because he looks like me, you know.
I see what you mean, but like,
I can't
I
agree.
That only makes it
Just
worse,
me,
bro.
like,
No,
that's me.
bro,
Just
I'm not
like-
good with
just you,
that,
just
bro.
you.
I think you're on your own there,
Just
bro.
you, just you. Not me.
No.
No one else.
So he's the asshole?
No.
No. Okay.
no.
I don't think any of these people have been the asshole yet.
Besides
Yeah.
Thomas.
But yeah, thank you guys for watching this podcast. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to check it out on Spotify and Apple Podcasts for the episodes. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and join the Discord. Links in the description. And make sure to hit that like button. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. See you next time. Woo!
Later.
Good job. Woo.